Greetings, one and all, and welcome to my first taste miniseries covering the game Mordheim, City of the Damned. This is a tactical turn-based RPG published by Focus Home Interactive, developed by Rogue Factor, and released only last month, that is the 19th of November 2015. It has been in development for quite some time and has had sort of a lot of interaction with the community through its alpha and beta sort of stages, but it is now released, so a lot of the features are now heavily bolted in place, though obviously continued polishing and bug fixing is going on. Now, Mordheim, City of the Damned is based heavily in the Warhammer Fantasy universe. Many people are familiar with the 40k universe, which is kind of this oppressive dystopian future, and that kind of general feel is true here. In the Warhammer Fantasy universe, you have that still the sort of feeling of grimdark fantasy, rather than your flowery unicorns and rainbows and wizards pulling magic out of thin air, a la sort of Dungeons and Dragons. This is very much more, no, everything is bad. Humanity is being crushed under the weight of its own vice. Everyone is suffering in some way or another, and those who aren't are probably causing other people to suffer. It's very, very sort of dystopian in the fantasy sense, so elves, dwarves, that sort of thing. Now, we are going to be starting a new Warband, and as with any first taste, I do want to be upfront with this. This is not going to be a full playthrough. I'm going to be covering this for about 5 to 10 episodes, depending on interest. However, if there is a lot of interest to see more of the game beyond what I covered in the first taste, where I'm going to be focusing on just showcasing the game, showcasing its core features, and also the ambience and general feel of the game. If there is interest for more, let me know. Comment on the videos, like whatever you want to do, and maybe we will see this become a series, but that will be for later consideration. I'm going to play the opening cinematic now, as I feel it really does a good job of setting the tone, but I'm going to be quiet throughout because there are some volume issues between the sort of background music volume and the dialogue, and I want you to be able to hear the very well scripted. It really does help set the tone for the game, and when we return, we shall be starting a new warband. So see you in a moment.
Not since the horrors of the Black Plague has our land seen such despair. Almost 2 millennia after Sigmar founded the Empire, the realm is fractured and broken. 3 rival factions claim the Imperial crown: Marienburg, Middenheim, and Reichland. Blur of power brings the armies of men against one another in a seemingly endless tide of battle. An island of peace in a sea of conflict, Mordheim drew wealth such as the city had never seen into its walls. But with its prosperity came the corruption of arrogance and hedonism and greed. The gods could not long abide the outrages of Mordheim's populace. In the heavens, an ill star appeared. A great twin-tailed comet that some priests warned was nothing less than the hammer of Sigmar. They preached tidings of doom and repentance, but their sermons were ignored. An attitude of rebellious revelry gripped the city as the comet grew ever nearer. The grand festival to celebrate the turn of the year was a mockery of the apocalyptic prophecies. It was then that the hammer fell. The fiery comet plowed through the city, gouging a deep crater in the midst of the poor quarter. The wondrous palace of Count Steinhard was broken, the grand amphitheater shattered, the vast great library blighted by a pall of ash. Fire and smoke decimated the populace, but worse awaited the survivors. A malignant corruption that brought with it mutation and madness, the vile taint of chaos. In the shattered city, strange green-black stones were discovered. Strange energies emanated from these shards. Warlocks and alchemists experimented with these word stones and soon determined that their uncanny properties could work wonders. Wordstone could heal the sick, regenerate the old, or even turn base metal to gold. Lust for Wordstone focused avaricious eyes upon ruined Mordheim. Treasure hunters descended upon the city, vying with both mutated horrors that claimed the ruins as their own, and crusading zealots who sought to prevent the taint from spreading. Inhuman creatures filtered into Mordheim, staking their own claims. An endless pilgrimage of the greedy and ambitious, fighting and dying in a place now called the City of the Damned.
Alright, welcome back. As you've seen, Mordheim has seen better days. It certainly does deserve the title of City of the Damned. Now, before we actually jump into the Warband, I do want to just cover that all I've done is go through the tutorials. These tutorials down here, hideout management, basically cover the in-between battle sections and generally how you start the skirmishes, because the game is effectively lots of battles, squad-based battles, kind of like XCOM. There's an overarching sort of campaign setting, but mostly it's just there to stitch together the actual meat and guts of the game, which is the battles that go on. These are actual combat tutorials, so you're playing in the battle, so that's the only experience that I've got of the game so far. Just want to put that out there. Don't expect me to know what I'm doing, because I certainly don't. Now, we have 4 factions to choose from, and I'm going to hazard to say there are only 2 races here, but it could be that this one, the Cult of the Possessed, is more or less a different race. But certainly, there are 4 factions. We've got the Human Mercenaries. The province of Reichland lies at the heart of the Empire and is a land long renowned for the discipline and loyalty of its people. Warriors drawn into the service of Reichland are held to a high standard of professionalism, eschewing the flamboyance of other provinces. For a Reichlander, sturdy armour and a reliable sword are more precious than silks and jewelled vestments. Grand Prince Siegfried of Reichland claims the vacant imperial throne for himself, and the warriors of his land will do their utmost to see him crowned emperor, even if they aren't above making some coin for themselves in the process. A Reichlander is always pragmatic. Next, we have the Sisters of Sigmar. The Rock lies in the middle of the River Styr in the southern part of Mordheim. More fortress than convent, the Rock has survived the devastation wrought by the comet and provided a refuge for the Sisters of Sigmar. Branded witches and worse by the border cult of Sigmar because of their miraculous deliverance, the sisters maintain a fervent devotion to their god. They seek to prove themselves and redeem their order by cleansing Mordheim of the many evils that beset it and locking away the tainted Wordstones where corruption cannot spread. Armed with faith and Warhammer, the sisters stand ready to oppose all who would defy them. Our chaos representative. Mordheim has become a lawless, blighted place, far from the authority of temples and noble lords. The malignant church of chaos hangs heavy over the ruins, changing those too desperate or too stubborn to leave, drawing to it creatures already twisted by mutation and corruption. Groups of these degenerates and mutants gather together into the Cult of the Possessed, seeking to gain the favour of the Shadow Lord by returning the Weirdstones to the pit and slaughtering all those who they find trespassing upon their master's domain, the City of the Damned. The inhuman, the subhuman, and the non-human, all gathered into the dark embrace of madness. Very chaos there. Now, I, as quite a few people will know from my coverage of other games and just general conversations, I am a Warhammer player. In 40k, I have a Space Wolf army, or had. I don't have it with me at the moment, but it was certainly a very big part of my childhood. Many, many hours spent painting and preparing my army for actually quite a few battles. Not nearly as many battles as I spent building the army. But as far as Warhammer Fantasy, I also had an army there, and I had Skaven, which is why I've left them to last. It's who I'm going to pick. The Skaven. The Skaven of Clan Eshin are accomplished masters of stealth and murder. Long ago they learned the art of assassination in distant lands. Now they are among the most feared of the great clans of the Under Empire. These silent killers serve as the eyes and ears of Skavendom, infiltrating the realms of other races and spying upon them from the shadows. Striking from ambush, utterly without mercy and honour, endowed with a ferocious speed and viciousness far in excess of any human. The Skaven are hideous foes. The chance to increase their own prestige inside the clan makes the warbands infesting Mordheim even more ruthless. and dangerous. There we go.
Mordheim nest have much warpstone.
Yes!
Clan Eshin make trouble pain to keep other clans away.
That'll learn them.
Must be swift silent, not let other clans learn no. We take fetch all Warpstone. Smart wise Skaven may take much power rank with Warpstone. Keep steal from stupid man things.
Stupid man things.
Under empire. Many man things in Mordheim nest. Many other things too. All want take Warpstone. Make them die. Sister things from River hide Warpstone under Fort Nest. Cult things take Warpstone to Demon Hole. Soldier things take Warpstone away to Baron things. All must die.
Especially the Baron things. No one likes Baron
Skaven,
things.
with much Warpstone rise fast quick in clan. Become big great chief. Much slaves. Much breeders. Much power. Become warlord of whole borough maybe. Best
That's
quick
a bit of a
chain
push.
to rank power is swear serve great murder lord Snicket. Snicket much wise, much strong, most high underling of Clan Eshin's revered, feared Night Lord. Even in holy Skaven blight, they know of Murder Lord Snicket, great mighty Snicket, best of all assassin lords. Maybe becomes Deathmaster someday.
Maybe.
He's smart to serve Snicket and share his glory. Make much helping Snicket gnaw, crush all rivals. Why smart Skaven work with Filch, yes? Not never hear learn about Filch Sharptail? Filch Sharptail, greatest killer in all Clan Eshin. Filch strangled Wilhelm the Baron thing and make it look like hungry troll ate him. Filch drowned Warlord Kripnik after his ship sink fighting dragon thing. Poxkeeper Bile Breath choke on old plague when Filch drops big rock on his tail. Not never he'll learn about Filch. Best assassin is one nobody knows. Be proud honor to work for Filch. Filch will let you find much wordstone for him. Great honor.
It's not Weirdstone. It's Warpstone. Damn it, get it right. Skaven don't call Weirdstone Weirdstone. Fool. Right, okay, so that is the Skaven. Fairly characterful, I think you'll find. Now, Warcamp. Mordheim City of the Damned is a game about making the most of a dire situation, and it is designed as a hardcore experience. The decisions you make while leading your warband are permanent, and your actions in combat may lead to irreversible injuries for your warriors. Now, it's worth pointing out that generally speaking, your warriors aren't going to flat out die in a mission. They're going to go out of action. It's the danger part is when the mission is over, because the ones that went out of action start accruing wounds, and wounds can kill. When they're dead, that's it. Any investment you've put in that character is gone with it. It's one of the reasons why I like it. The campaign will end after the 4th time that you fail to deliver Weirdstone shipments, or Warpstone as the Skaven will tend to call them, to your faction. Plan carefully and gird yourself against the horrors of Mordheim. Very well. Okay. We've got only a few things open to us. We can't even go on a campaign yet. It's basically going to walk us through this. It seems kind of tutorial-ish, which I welcome because, again, I've not really played the game. Now, Veteran System. The Veteran System allows you, the player, to gain ranks and earn bonuses independently of your current warband. Completing tasks can be earns experience towards your veteran rank. Tasks can be completed while using any warband and are cumulative throughout your playtime as the player. Gaining veteran ranks grants bonuses as well as skill points that can be used to purchase veteran skills. Bonuses gained from the veteran system apply to all of your current and future warbands. Veteran skills can be spent separately for each warband. So the sort of overarching sort of passive abilities of the veteran rank system that you unlock, that'll affect everyone uniformly. But if there are specific skills that you kind of spend on a warband by warband basis, they're not consumed by the warband you spend on. It's just that each warband has to spend them independently. So you get them all back and you spend them on that warband however you want. So you can build very different warbands by the sounds of it from this veteran system. And it looks like there's loads of them. My goodness. I'm probably not going to be focusing on trying to complete any of these in this first taste. If I do, that'll be cool. But for the first taste, it's probably not going to be a focus. Now, the other thing is the warband management. The warband management screen provides a quick summary of each warrior, lets you edit the composition of your warband and hire new warriors. Okay. From here you can click on any warrior to further customize their equipment, attribute spells, or pay their upkeep costs. They do need upkeep to be paid, so bear in mind, they're not just purely loyal. If you don't pay their wage, they'll start to get a little bit annoyed, and if you don't pay it for long enough, they'll eventually start to leave. Henchman-type warriors can occupy any slot, but leaders and heroes may only occupy their respective slots. Reserve slots can hold any type of warrior. Now, the thing with this is there's also another type of creature you can get. It's called an impressive one. These are like your ultra units. We may or may not see any in this first taste. I hope we do, though. Now, we've got the warband itself. Backstabbing Backstabbers. What a fantastic name! Okay. Description. The Skaven of Clan Eshin are accomplished masters of stealth and murder. Long ago, they learned the arts of assassination. We've already read that. History. Pluff Ziggs. Two warband created. Two hired assassin. Adept Master Squealer. Oh, right. This is the date. Okay, I've done these things. What are you talking about? Two warbands? I've never made two warbands. But, creation date. Okay. This is our gold crowns, Warpstone fragments, Warpstone shards, Warpstone clusters, waiting treatment, no one, leaders available 1, all this kind of information for us. Can I change that to... I can rename our warband. I like this. Idle buff effect. Plus 25% Wardstone resistance and plus 25% all alone test. Now, all alone is actually quite useful. I'll cover these sorts of things, though, when we actually get to a battle, which we will be doing, so I'm going to try to kind of speed through this if I can. We'll spend a little bit more time looking over the exact information in future parts of this first taste. Okay, well, we're going to rename it, though the Backstabbers, that's bloody good. You know... that is actually bloody good. Okay, enter a new name for the warband. Can I? There we go. I want to rename it to... apparently, it won't quite let me. No! Stop it, you scallywag. Bloody Backstabbers. You know, just seems better somehow. Right, back to the warband. Okay, so we've got our leader. And I'm going to assume that because I can rename the warband, Master Squealer is going to be renameable as well. There's a lot of things in here, though. Warrior Management. The screen lets you customize every facet of a warrior. The Description tab provides an overview of the warrior's attributes and brief description of the warrior. The Inventory tab lets you equip the warrior with weapons, armor. You can, customize your units quite a lot beyond their base type. Skills lets you train or upgrade active and passive skills. In many ways, there's some parallels you could draw with Tactics Ogre that I'm playing on the channel as well. Continue. Right, only the most vicious and cunning of Skaven are initiated into the secret art of assassination. Those who survive the trials become masters of murder. The most ambitious of these killers are given command of a small retinue of warriors and unleashed upon Mordheim to secure Warpstone. A successful assassin can expect greater rewards. The price for failure is best not contemplated. Okay, so that was just when he was hired. Let's have a look at the inventory. Currently, we are wielding Weeping Blades. This is a two-hand weapon, effectively. There's not really much of a difference drawn between a two-handed weapon or just weapons in both hands. For all the sort of mechanics, generally the same thing. As a poison debuff, 8 to 12 poison damage on the target's next turn. It's stackable, that's nice, so if I attack the same target twice, or possibly with multiple units with Weeping Blades, then they're going to have more and more issues there. Clothes, you're just wearing clothing. You've got shurikens as your ranged weapon. Okay. And we've got no other equipment that we can equip. Or any items. Okay, well that's fair enough to know. Skills-wise, wow, so many skills that we can have a look at. Active skills, we can purchase them. I have no idea what this currency is. That's gold crowns though, and this is, I don't know. We have got a passive skill though. Defense breach. Attacks bypass 10% of target's dodge and parry chance. Okay, that's actually pretty cool. So we're a little bit better at getting through someone's defenses. And customization. Now, I'm aware that you can change the looks and stuff like that. For example, I can give you grey fur if I want to. And I kind of like it. Yeah, we'll give you grey fur. But there's a lot of other stuff we can do. We can change the colours of things if we particularly want to. This is something that I will do later on, I think. We'll just keep you with grey for now. And we'll look at that later again in future episodes, because the first episode in any Let's first taste tends to be a little bit longer, so I'm going to try and get at least one battle out and not dwell too much on the management screen. But we are going to rename you. So Master Squealer is going to become, as this is the first episode in the series, I don't have any comments on previous videos in the series to draw names from, so I'm going to default to the names that are currently in the Dapperling Steam group chat room, and this shall be LMC Guyver. LMC Squealer. There you go. Fantastic. It's already entered. Okay, fair enough. Right, I don't need to do anything else. Back to Warband. Hero. The hire screen allows you to browse warriors available for hire. You can review each warrior's description and attributes before choosing to hire them. Warriors may only be hired into the appropriate slots. Heroes can be hired into hero slots, henchmen into henchman slots, etc. Reserve slots can hold any warrior type. Very well. We have got, by the looks of it, a Night Runner, a Warp Guard, and a Verminkin. Okay, let's have a quick look at what the descriptions for these are. Night Runners. Young, swift, and nimble. Night Runners have only recently been initiated into the secret arts of Clan Eshin. Their freshness and eagerness to rise within the structures of their clan makes a Night Runner a valuable minion for an assassin. A skilled fighter who can be easily manipulated because of his lack of experience. A Night Runner quickly learns that a Skaven must look out for his own pelt. Maximum 2 active at once. Fighting Claws, Dagger, Mace, Spear, Sword. Range, Warp Lock Pistols. Ooh. Warp Lock Pistols, that sounds fantastic. I like. I am going to assume that you're not going to come with any, but you'll cost 30 to hire. Now, that is a 3-star unit. Is that because that is basically definitely going to be a hero, perhaps? I'm not sure, but we're going to go with you because you cost more for no other reason. Again, I'll go through everything else and change them up a little bit after a time. They're colouring and things like that. But we will rename them all now. Your Putrus Skarn. Kind of like that name, actually. Putrus will be your surname. You shall be Gabri Putrus. There we go. Welcome to the clan, Gabri. Now, I do want to check your inventory. You've got the claws. You've got no ranged weapons, though. Do need to get some people with ranged weapons. That might be something to do with the shop. Okay, back to Warband. We've got some henchmen that we can go for. Hired swords, view only. Oh, really? Can we have a look at that? No, we can't, unfortunately. Reserve. Now, bloody backstabbing backstabbers. Select the warriors you wish to deploy for the mission. All available warriors not placed in the reserve will be deployed. So the reserve are people that I can just kind of have down there. I'm not sure how the reserve mechanic will work. Will they be drawn into it? Or, I believe, actually, no, I remember in the tutorials, reserve is basically a place where you've got people you've hired, but you've got too many to take out on a mission, so they sit in the reserve. They don't require to be paid if they haven't gone out on a mission. So having them in reserve means, you know, you don't have to worry about them. Okay, well, that's fine. Henchman-wise, though, we're going to fill out our ranks. Right, we've only got a choice between Verminkin and Warp Guard. Warp Guard are Skaven warriors who have been especially trained and adapted to guard stocks of Warpstone, the Skaven name for Weirdstone. Heavily armored and given better weapons than Verminkin, Warp Guards are fearsome warriors in their own right. Magical rituals enhance their resistance to the corrupting effects of Wordstone, making them less likely to suffer debilitating mutations. Now that happens when you pick up Wordstone in the battle. They can have some nasty debuffs. Dagger, halberd, mace, spear, and sword. You can use shurikens only. You can have some decent weapons though, but sure, we'll have at least one of you. Let's go in there and immediately customize you. You're Azanath Sharp Whisker. I like your surname. You will get to keep it. Unfortunately, whenever I move the mouse off the text window, area, we lose where my cursor is, which is a little bit annoying. You shall be Mr. Zerobot Sharp Whisker. Welcome to the clan. Welcome to the bloody backstabbers. We will have Verminkin. The common ratmen of Clan Eshin. Verminkin form the vast majority of the clan, the great armies of the clan rat warriors and labourers. Each Verminkin strives to prove himself to his masters, to rise and be initiated into the secret arts of his clan. Few realise their dreams, murdered by jealous rivals or nervous superiors who see not promise, but the threat in their ambitions. So we can have shurikens, basic armour, basic weapons. We'll take you. Again, I'm not going to be going over the stats too much until a later episode. Risserin Stab. I like it. You shall be Hellbound Bait Stab. There we are. Welcome to the Warband. And finally, we're going to have another Verminkin, I think. Spent a fair bit on that.
Completed.
Okay. You have completed the task. Recruitment. Yay for us. But before I do anything, I need to rename you. You are Jinto Fastblade. I like your name. It's a cool name. You shall be... let's see... Cooking Apple. Cooking Apple. Oh, we can't have Fastblade. Okay. Cooking Apple. Apple Blade. There we go. No, that doesn't sound too good. We need a better name than just Blade. Damn it, I can't write Plague Claw. Cooking Apple, your name is too long. You'll just have to be Cooking Apple Claw. Oh well. Sorry, Cooking Apple. I was trying to give you an awesome, like, intimidating name, but wow. What can you do with a name like Cooking Apple? Perhaps that's by design. Maybe you're just trying to throw them off their guard. It's like, hello, you face Cooking Apple, and while they're laughing, stab them in the eyeball. That seems like a Skaven kind of thing to do, honestly. Okay, so we've got our warband set up. We've unlocked quite a few other things. Let's go back to the war camp, though. Now that you've expanded your warband, you may visit the campaign section of the hideout to choose your first mission. You may also visit the veteran systems section to view various tasks and accomplishments to raise your veteran rank. However, I would first like to go to the shop. Now, it's worth noting that there is multiplayer in this game, and there are skirmishes that you can do in this game as well. Now, they are actually played by the warband. It isn't like in XCOM where it was a completely isolated kind of fight. This is your warband, and you'll take your warband on multiplayer games and skirmishes, from what I understand. I could be wrong about that, but that's how I understand it works. We will test that out later in the mini-series. But if that is the case, that represents quite an interesting situation. Now, visit the shop to purchase new equipment for your warband and to sell any excess items found during missions. The shop's inventory will refresh every week and may be affected by random events. That's good to know. What I would love is if we had any kind of guns, but it doesn't look like we've got any guns. Oh, basic firearms. That's very sad. I would have loved some guns. Blech. Okay, well, heavy armor, arcane spellcasting chance minus 15, dodge chance minus 20%, movement range minus 2 meters. Now, the meters, you've got two resources in the battle. You've got strategic points and offensive points. You can move a certain amount of meters per strategic point spent, and movement range will decrease how far that is per movement point. Chance to pass, climb, leap, and jump, pretty low. Armor absorption, though, is 25%. What is clothing? 0%. But you've got a better dodge chance. Light armor, you're a little bit less likely to climb, but you've got armor absorption of 10%. A helmet, what's this do? Armor absorption of 5%, stun resistance at plus 10%, obscuring, so you're much less perceptive, and you're a bit more, have a little bit more hard time casting spells. Chance to pass all alone fear and terror test, plus 5%, that's kind of cool. That isn't too bad though. And there's 2 of these. I would like to buy both of them. Confirm. Crimson Shade. Consumed when used in battle. Self or single ally within 3 meters. Increased initiative by 10 for 2 turns. Not stackable. Increases the chance to roll the permanent injuries, internal wound, and mysterious ailment if the user falls out of action. Stackable. Now, that might actually be quite nasty. Greta's Boon. Increased perception test and trap resistance by 20% for 2 turns, but reduces maximum movement range and strategy points by 1. Ooh, that's not actually that good. Got Fighting Claws, Weeping Blades. Well, I definitely want to take the light armor. There's 3 of that. We'll grab all 3. There we go. Heavy armor. We could afford it. It would make our whichever unit we give this a little bit slower. But I'm okay with that, honestly. Yeah, we'll take it. Let's go back to the warband and quickly get people set up. So first and foremost, I want my leader to have some armor. So inventory, equipment. I would like you to have a helmet.
Completed.
There we go. Gear quality 1, normal. There we are. Very nice. A little bit lower on perception and spellcasting, but you're not casting any spells. I would like you to have some light armor as well. There we go. We've got some nice leather armor there now, not just clothes. You are a little bit less able to climb and things like that, but I'm alright with that, honestly. Okay, back to Warband. Next up, our hero. Now, our hero is a Night Runner. I'm a little bit cautious of giving a Night Runner anything that is going to massively hamper them. The perception chance as well, I'm not sure about it. But I do actually kind of want my Night Runner to be a little bit more survivable, but I don't think I'm going to give my Night Runner clothing. Really don't. Let's actually just have a quick look. Warpstone. I can get a shuriken for you. I can give you daggers, mace, spear, sword. The fighting claws are actually quite nice. Pendant, amulet, helmet. Okay. I'm happy with that. Let's have a look at my leader. Okay. You've got fighting claws, halberd, mace, spear, sword, weeping blade. So you're the only one who can use weeping blades. My warp guard cannot use weeping blades. Okay, well, it's good to know that there's no point in me trying to give anyone else weeping blades. You're going to be having the heavy armor. It's going to give you a good bit of armor absorption, but you're going to be a lot slower as a result. But that's fine, honestly. And have we also got a helmet? No, we don't. We don't have anything more. You've currently got a spear. Attacks bypass 15% of the dodge chance and 12% of the parry chance. Only a shield may be equipped in the offhand. Well, that's fine. Allows the use of parry stance. Pretty nice, honestly. I'm okay with that. Now, let's have a look at one of our runners. You've got a shield as well and a mace. You've now got light armor. And you two have now got light armor. So there you go. Right, so our warband, not as good at climbing and things like that, but it's fine. Only the Night Runner is still wearing just regular clothes. However, I do want to go back to the shop and get you a ranged weapon of some kind. Do we not have... Oh, we do have shurikens, good. Let's have a quick look at this, though. Bypass 5% dodge, 8% parry. Ambush damage is plus 15%. Ooh. Allows the use of parry stance, just from having a sword. Critical chance is a bit higher. Spear. Attacks. Okay. What about the halberd? Critical hit damage plus 15%. Allows the use of parry stance. Minus 15% melee damage after each successive attack. Stackable. So it gets worse every time. And it tires the user out. This doesn't tire them out. 13 to 23 damage. It's not actually that bad. This is very, very potent. 36 to 40 damage. That's not a small amount. I think... No, we'll stick with the spear for now. I think that'll be fine. But we do want a shuriken just for... Well, I may as well take all 3, honestly, and give a bunch of people... all 2. And give a couple of people that. Let's go back to our war camp. There we are. And I want my hero to have the means of using some range equipment. So there we go. I like it. And I'm not going to give my my spearman that. I'm going to give it to one of my verminkin. There we go. I'm fairly happy with our warband as it stands. Now, this is going to be a long episode, and I do apologize for that. I'm going to have one fight. Hopefully it goes well. Might not. But this is going to be abnormal, probably. It's just that we've spent a lot of time just getting things set up. We're going to have to spend less time in future episodes. But it's now time for the campaign, I feel. Okay, visit the campaign screen to select a mission for your warband to undertake. Missions are randomly generated and contain varying levels of weird stones and treasure. You may send scouts to reveal more potential mission locations or to expand your choices, You may only attempt one mission per day, regardless of whether you succeed or you fail. Occasionally, you will receive a mission request from your faction. These are unique missions that advance the story and contain specific objectives. Okay, what missions have we got? We have got Vision of Dread, Marked for Death, normal. Poor chance of extra loot, average chance of weird stones. One warband deploys tightly around its wagon while the other is scattered randomly around the area, scared by something. Horrors of Mordheim, Marked for Death. One warband divides into 3 strike teams while the other is scattered randomly around the area, scared by something. We can scout for 5, and there's 3 scouts available. Okay, well, I guess we'll go with the one that has the poor chance of additional loot rather than the very poor, because otherwise they seem to be relatively stable. And this is going to be our party. It's only a small warband, 5 Skaven, launch and deploy or launch mission. Now, one is scattered, one is around its... caravan? Is this the difference? Am I effectively saying, well, I'll be the one around the caravan, around my wagon, or we'll test it. Launch and deploy. Let's find out what happens here.
A ghastly manifestation frightened your warband and scattered them in the ruins. They soon recover from their fright, but before the warriors can regroup, an enemy warband arrives and deploys near their wagon.
Those scallywags. Right, make the enemy warband rout or put them all out of action. Put the following warriors out of action and claim their belongings. Wilda von Leonressen's Holy Tome and Brunhild Mosher's Holy Tome. So we're fighting the Sisters of Sigmar. It's going to take a little bit to load in. It seems now loading. Don't panic, chaos doesn't work, so it gives me an opportunity to quickly chat about the put out of action. Now, in combat, although I mentioned that the game, your characters can die, in the battle they go out of action. Now that has some significance. The battle is built in turns, rounds, and within each round, the kind of initiative of your units set who's going to move first until everyone's moved, then a new round starts. When someone goes out of action, their body crumples to the ground. At the end of the round, or rather at the beginning of the new round, everyone who's out of action gets up and scrambles and basically leaves the fight. Now that's significant for one reason. When they scramble and leave, they'll drop their backpack. Anything they're carrying falls to the floor. However, they carry with them any wielded items and their armor, and they leave with that. So if you want to steal that off someone, you have to get to their body before the new round begins and loot their body, because that's the only way to access their weapons and worn items. Otherwise, they scarper with that when it comes out of action. So that's going to be really important to try and get these holy tomes, unless they're trinkets and they drop when they leave the battlefield. So that'll be something we need to focus on. Morale is a big thing, you know, hence the whole thing of trying to make them rout. Now, someone has... Oh, we're taking the first move. We can see all of the enemy here. That is really good. Press middle mouse button, it brings up the map. Now, there's not too much Warpstone around, honestly. Quite a lot of stuff to search, but where are the Sisters of Sigmar? Because I can apparently see them. Otherwise, I shouldn't know where their turn order is. Or maybe I do. I mean, I see them on the turn order. Oh, there's question marks. I know who they are, but not where they are. That's what that is. Otherwise, it's a big question mark. I don't even know what class or anything about them. But I apparently know the classes. I personally have no idea what those icons mean, but apparently, you know, that information is there for me. Now, on the top left is the morale. Our team is 16 out of 40. The enemy team is 20 out of 52. We need to get it below... 16 is the threshold. So once my morale drops from 40 to below 16, there's a chance my warband will just break and be routed. The enemy needs to be dropped from 52 to 20, so they're a little bit more resilient, but they'll break a little bit earlier than we will. They just start with a higher amount. Now, their caravan, the Griffin Claw's wagon is all the way down there, whereas our wagon is right here. Bloody backstabbing backstabbers. Now, the wagon is important because it has a holy symbol in it, and if that holy symbol gets looted, then you get a debuff to the morale. So, where are we facing? We're facing out. There's a couple of things to search around here. A couple of warpstones around there as well. Alright, let's stick our head out. Can we see anyone? No. Got to be aware of nasty things like traps. Now, that little mark on the floor there is me spending a strategy point or a strategic point. This circle around here shows how far I can move before I spend another. If I walk over there I go. I've spent one. But I can walk back over it to reclaim it, and effectively that's me saying, yeah, I decided I want to do something else. You can walk around. The moment I take damage, though, it commits my turns, my movement up to that point. So it is a little bit of a concern. Now, I'm looking around for something I can loot. I'm trying very specifically to avoid triggering any traps. Is there anything up here? There should be somewhere in here. Now, the stuff like that on the floor and on the ceiling, yeah, that just makes me edgy. Partially because it's a pretty good chance of it being a trap. Oh, right. You're right next to that, so I'll leave that to you. Where's the other one? The other one's out there somewhere. Anything? No. Looks like there might be a treasure chest up there, perhaps. Regardless, I'm going to leave this place to my companion to hunt through. Where... Right, there's Warpstone just down there. Is there going to be a better way for me to get that without spending as many turns? Probably, if I just go straight out the door. So I'll do that. It's a little bit finicky with the movement, especially indoors. But I actually kind of like that. Not that it's finicky, but I like the opportunity to move inside. Now, we're going to try and gather a fair chunk of this. However, there are perils to interacting with Warpstone. And let's go ahead and loot it. Now, a shard of Weirdstone, or Warpstone as the Skaven will say, take all. Now, I might get a warp effect applied. Yes, unfortunately. Warp effect. Now, let's have a quick look at what that effect is. N, my range damage is down 1%. Okay, well, I can happily take that. Now, this doesn't take any kind of point to do. But you may have noticed, I've got a limited inventory space. So, once I've picked up all three of these, that's it. This character can't carry anything. Ouch! Stop it. Weapon skill, ballistic skill, and accuracy all down. That's actually quite nasty. You know what? Oops, sorry. That was escape wrong character. I'm not going to pick up the last one. I'm already kind of messed up. Let's see. These enemies could be anywhere. Oh, actually, I can't move anyway, so... Ah, sod it. Risk it for a biscuit. Come on. There's no... You won't always get it, but there's a good chance that you are going to get a negative effect. There we go. You've been massively hit by these negative effects. Melee ranged. Melee is down 0%. Oh, you know what? As far as debuffs go, yeah, I'm alright with that. Now, I'm going to have our Gabri here enter ambush stance. That's going to cost 2 of my offensive points. That means if anyone approaches within his kind of kill range, he's going to charge out and attack them. Ooh, we're in a swanky little place here. This looks very, very nice. You know, other than the whole City of the Damned thing, I could see myself living here. It's actually quite nicely decorated. Right, okay. Well, there's a couple of things we can grab around this mansion. Have a look, shall we? This definitely feels like somewhere that I should probably be observant about. But I've got a helmet on. It's going to make me observing anything a little bit less useful. Anything back there? No. Okay, well, I'm going upstairs then. I can go upstairs within the border of the tile downstairs. I haven't spent any extra points coming up here because I've always been within the radius of the movement point that I initially spent. Well, there's one out there. You can grab that. So there's one back in here somewhere. Back here, perhaps? There we go. Really, you're going to make me go all the way around this? That's just annoying. There we are. Let's scavenge. Now, this is just going to be loot. Okay, I'll take all of the gold. Thank you very much. Now, I'm starting my movement again now from that point. So I have spent a good chunk of my movement there. There's still something right behind me. Outside, it seems. Well, there's not a lot I can do about that. Oh no, that's actually the point over there. So there's another one up there apparently. Really? Oh, I guess there must have been 2 right there. Very well. The tutorials haven't given me a lot of opportunity to read the map or get used to trying to read the map. Let's go ahead and scavenge this. So there are going to be issues. Ooh, a dagger. Now I will definitely take that. I can give that to someone else or just spend it on possibly using... sell it to a shop. Spend it on using? What on earth was I trying to say? Okay, well this is as good a place as any. I'm going to use ambush stance. Very unlikely anyone's actually going to get up here, but I'm just going to watch for the enemy from this point. Vantage point. 3 enemy are going to take their turns. Still haven't seen them. Well, as I said, each round the characters will move based on... Ooh, I spot you over there. You just went into ambush stance. The characters will move based on like an initiative roll, but you're not seeing them cycle around to the end of the initiative because that is just showing that the hammer enemy there is going to be the last one of this round, and then that round's going to be over. Right, let's immediately search this. Oh, sod it! I went into dodge stance straight away. This is the problem with having everything running off the mouse. You've got to be very, very careful. I shouldn't have. That was just I had a problem with me trying to be fast because I'm aware of how long the video's been. But I should have just very carefully read. But a lot of things are just literally press the left mouse button or right mouse button to do everything. There's not different buttons, which is a bit of a shame, honestly, because it makes things a little bit annoying. 52% chance of getting down there without taking damage. I don't need to do that. We'll go elsewhere. Search 2 of them. There is another one apparently. Right here. Is it down there? Must be. Or it's on the lower levels. Either way, we're going down. Is it possibly in this room? Yes, it is. There we go. I almost entered ambush stance because it's so finicky. Ooh, a spear. Now that's actually quite nice. Yeah, sure, take one. And well, there's nothing else I can do. So I'll just go ahead and ambush stance here. It's very unlikely anyone's going to show up in here and attack me, but... I'm actually kind of annoyed. I'm very annoyed that I wasted the turn on that unit. Turns, you know, they're precious things. You shouldn't squander them. We've searched 4 of the 11 search points, and 3 of the 17 weird stones have been claimed. Now, the enemy can claim them as well. It's worth remembering. Right, everything in here has been searched now, so I can freely leave. Though I know there's an enemy down there. They're probably all coming from their cart, honestly. So if we can get into a position where we can easily assault them, that would be fantastic. And this is one of my strongest units. Don't necessarily just want to put myself out in harm's way, though. You know what? They're going to take a little bit of time to get to us, so... Is there a back door to this place I can use? No? Really? This place has no back door? Oh, scoundrels. Very well. Guess we are going out the front door, then. If I can work out where the bloody front door is. Now, we're actually getting fairly close to where they are. Okay, I can't get through there, apparently. Alright, actually, you know what? This doesn't seem like the best place. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have my character here in ambush stance, so that the moment they come around the corner, my character is going to try and engage them. Now, the mark for death is optional. There's another one probably going to enter ambush stance down there.
A new round has started.
Okay, so back to Gabri. And again, Gabri is the one that had the debuffs, though they seem to have passed. I wasn't aware that they were going to be a single turn. Or maybe that it was just showing this is going down in this turn. And now it is still lower, because I didn't actually pay attention to the totals at the time. That certainly could be the case. Right, okay. Well, let's have a look. Anything else up here? No, not really. Someone down there, though. We've had sight on them briefly. There they are. I see you. Ah, you're one of the people that we need to take out. Either of these? No, we haven't seen any others yet. But you are definitely someone that we need to deal with. You also look like you're very important. It looks like you might be a leader. Yeah, you are a leader. So that's a worrying thing. We want to try and catch you off guard. Very much so. So no more running around playing with runes here. This is going to be a case for... I want to get the lay of this house if I can, without triggering any traps that'll cause me to lose my turn. Could try and climb up there, perhaps. Could duck in here for now. I can probably bring the other one down. Have both of my characters here ready to either attack from this position. Yeah, I like that. We're going to try and set up a proper ambush here. Now my leader, I could switch weapons, because you've got different weapons. It'll cost me points to do so. And I would basically be set to try and use my shurikens from up here. Not sure if that's the best thing to do, though. They cannot be seen currently. They'll be seen if I stand here, perhaps. Yeah. They're way too far away for me to hit. If I had pistols or something, I would totally go for it, but not with my leader. Not just like that. Let's get down out the front. We'll go and join my ally in setting up a wee ambush just by here. In fact, my leader can probably just about sneak inside. And just hide there, ready for an ambush. I'm Skaven, I need to play to my strengths. Now, the thing with morale, each unit has its own morale that'll affect, when it starts to break. Separate from the morale of the warband itself, I think. Or at which point it's personally going to start getting debuffs due to low morale of the warband. Each unit also has an effect on the morale. They've got, like, for example, my leader has a very high effect morale. Now, what that means is that if someone attacked my leader and took him out, that much morale is going to be taken away from the warband's morale for the purpose of testing for routing. Or routing. Sorry, routing. I do apologize if I pronounce words horribly. I know, I'm a terrible scallywag. Let me get up here. Let's see if I can get a vantage point. I would love it if I could. Get some info on what's going on outside. Oh, there we are. I see you. If I step back a little bit... No, I want to take that one away. I would love to know... Do you have the ability to switch your weapon? You do, so you actually have ranged weapons. Well, for now, I can't do much with you. They can't jump up here, so there's not really much point in me doing anything else. But I'm going to watch from here, and so I can keep an eye on the situation and anyone trying to sneak up on us. Sure, I may as well put you in an ambush sense, even though I very much doubt anyone's actually going to be able to do that. Right, there we are, Hellbound Bait. This time we're going to scavenge properly, damn it. Wow. Attacks bypass 15% of armor absorption. Heavy, minus 15% melee damage after each successive strike. That is actually a really nice looking, powerful weapon. And another helmet, yeah. Okay, that's actually a good scavenge there. Let's leave. Now I need to get down and back up our ally down below, who's just over there. There's another place that I can scavenge here, but probably not going to get there in time. Okay, we're on the second story. Is there a quick way down? There might be a quick way down. So my ally is down there somewhere. 68% to drop. Or I can just try to use the stairs. Probably much the same effect, honestly. Only I can get a little bit further, in fact. Like, they are right there. Okay. Oh, I'm just gonna... Oh, damn it. Oh, wait, no. That actually worked out well for me. I think that was a buff. Initiative. My initiative is high now. So it's 61. So it's added... It's either 61 plus 15 or its new total is now 61. But we're both going to hang in here and hopefully take out that scallywag when they come through the door. I'm going to try and put you in a position where both of us are going to trigger at the same time. There we go. No actions available. Oh, of course. No, actually, I would have imagined you should have an ambush stance, but okay. Fair enough. We'll just have you there so that when they come around, they're probably going to be engaged with both of us. But I'll just move you just a tad closer there. There we go. That's it. Oh, of course. I couldn't go into ambush stance because I was stood within the area of effect of my ally. You can't really occupy too close of a space. They have very, very acute personal space issues. But that leader is going to get the next move. So, hopefully, they're immediately going to come around this door and get walloped by two ambushing Skavens. Fingers crossed. I can hear movement. What? What on earth are you doing? They're up to no good. They're grabbing my weird stones. Ouch. What about the counter ambush stance, damn it? Okay, well, we get a chance to attack, so it's going to cost us 2 points. They still got a wallop with their mace in them, I imagine. There we go. Ouch! What did you just do? Draft to something. Ambush stance. Okay, they're not feeling like coming to say hi. Okay, this is... Oh dear, we've got another... Oh, there's the hero down there. Alright, we actually need to start getting people across there. What's the best way? There's a way over there. Okay, well, leader. Good luck. There we go, we should be able to get in there. Might be able to drop down behind them, actually. damn it, we're not a very fast runner because of our heavier weapon. Oh, damn. Heavier weapon. And now we're locked in this position. Okay, you're going to have to guard the back. Traps.
A new round has started.
Right, well, okay. We're already engaged. I'm surprised they didn't trigger my ambush stance, but okay. Alright, didn't get that. They're probably going to be able to counterattack here. No? Alright, they must have spent all of their turns before. Oh, that's really bad. Now I can have dodge stance or parry stance. Dodge stance, basically, you try to avoid the damage. Parry, if you avoid it, you can counterattack for less points. Now, in this case, there wouldn't be any point anyway because I don't have any offensive points left to counterattack with. So it's definitely just a dodge stance for me. However, you can join in as well. The nice thing here... Well, my ally isn't actually going to be able to help out, but effectively, you've blocked the door. She has blocked the door. There's not much going on there. Now, I could parry stance there, and there's not too much of a difference in points. And if they do hit us, we'll probably be able to get a counterattack with the lower cost of the parry effect. So, yeah, we'll go with that. We do need to get behind her. Right, let's make a move straight across. And you guard that position well. We're going for... Oh, we can't quite get there. That's a bit of a shame. Never mind then, let's go back down the other way. And straight up. We're going to try our best. We could jump down from here, we'd have one more turn, but there's someone else there, and that looks nasty for my leader to have to deal with. Right now, we've got two people attacking her. Now, they could jump up from here. If they do that, they will be able to push me out of the way in order to get up here. But, from this position, I think one of the best things I can do is try to swap my weapon and then shuriken them. There we go. Now, can I actually hit anyone? Is the question. I don't think I've actually got a clear sight. It's a bit of a pain. That is quite the pain, actually. Can I not jump up? Alright. I guess Overwatch stance then? If someone moves past, try and shoot them. I wonder if they're up to. Oh, they're searching more things, I imagine. Getting all kinds of weird stones. Or... I have no idea. You changing clothes? Like all of them all at once. Okay, they've entered ambush stance very well. I think I may still have my... if I can get both of my powerful units back here. Oh, they're going through. They might... Oh, there we are. Nice work. That was actually not too bad. Okay, at this point, I really do need to get everyone down there. If I jump down... 6 to 16 falling damage. I've only got a... Ah, sure. Go for it. No guts, no glory. Success. Ah, yeah, fantastic. Well done, Cooking Apple. Oh, you've not got too many more points to make it there. We'll just flat out enter ambush stance from here. Okay, you're all alone now, so there's a chance from being surrounded that she's going to just lose all of her offensive points or just flat out run away. But as a leader, I expect that she's got fairly good stats to try and prevent that from happening. Now, at this point, you can charge around and engage her. What I would like... Can you do a charge? You can't. That's a shame. Alright, well just charge in then. You'll take a hit. Oh, no, never mind. You managed to dodge it. Well done. Right. Again, playing to the strength of the Skaven, I want to have... just go for kind of ambush tactics. I want to have multiple people surrounding each enemy to try and force them into a position where they're just going to be afraid of that fight. And they're going to perform poorly as a result. Well, they're hunting around for more. What can you see?
A new round has started.
Okay, good times. Right, go for the attack. There we go, that's a little bit better. She failed on her dodge, and yeah, go ahead and use the rest up. You can make it work. Fantastic. Alright, starting to pile on the damage now. And she can't get any help from her allies. Yeah, just go for an attack. Oh, that's glorious. Almost took it down. Almost. No, go for a parry again. If you can get a parry off, then it can be an end to that character. Right. Given the situation here, I'm going to go ahead and switch weapons as my first attack. Then I'm going to move in. Now, I can charge. It's going to do much more damage, but it's going to use up most of my charging inability. Most of my offensive points. However, I know that with this weapon, I'm only going to get one attack anyway, because I need 2, then I need 3 to get another attack off. And because I had to use 1 to switch my weapons, I may as well go for the overwhelming damage that this might do by just charging straight in. Ah, oh, damn. That was such a shame. But never mind, they're now in a position where they're literally locked in this combat. There's nothing they can do about it. And it's going to be quite frightening for them. Because they have no allies nearby to try and help. This could change. There we go. My little guard, Skaven, has intercepted the charge. So you may be in a bit of trouble there, Cooking Apple. Ooh, yes, yeah, you are. I want to try and get someone to help you there, if I can. Right, you managed to get through your fear test. But you didn't have much points left. Now, where's that last enemy? Well, they're going off to search. Ambush stance over there. Well, that's perfectly fine. Cooking Apple, you're up. Just go for a regular attack. There's nothing much else you can do. Okay, not too well there. I'm going to have you just dodge. You've got a better chance of surviving right now, and I don't want you to go down, because obviously it would be quite bad. Ouch. Ah, double ouch. Please don't have triple ouch. Oh, thank goodness. That would have been very bad. Now, if we can start taking out these, hero units, we're going to really mess up their morale. Alright, just go for the attack. There we are. Dodge failed. Now that dodge is gone. It's not like they can just keep trying to dodge. That's it. But this Skaven only has...
A new round has started.
Right, well, 71%. If you can land this, it's going to be a kill. Unfortunately, no. But that was not a parry. That was just a missed attack. Go for it again. Oh, scallywags. Oh well. Just go for a dodge. Do your best, little Skaven. Now you, 79% chance. There we go. Well done. I approve. We need to loot this person. Go for it. Now, you're currently holding the Great Fail. There are a lot of good stuff here. Holy Tome, used only for bounty objectives, has no value and is discarded after battle. Well, I want to swap those. The Weird Stone would be good to get. Greta's Boon Antidote. Moves up to 1 poison effect. Increased perception, traps. No, it's not really that much of a boon for us right now. Everything else, I'm happy with that. Okay.
Objectives updated.
There we go.
Objective completed.
Now you've got a little bit more movement. Let's take you out and back up our friend down here if we can. Now you're not going to have enough points to get into that battle. So I've literally just taken you into the fight. Like, you couldn't charge, you wouldn't be able to do any damage, but it's fine, because now Cooking Apples is not going to have to do an all-alone test. Again, we're not as powerful as our opponents by a long shot, so we need to stack the numbers, that, you know, just basically play like rats, effectively. Right, go for the blade attack. Oh, bad miss with an 80% chance to hit. Do it again. There we go. Now we've stacked some poison. Would it be nice to have stacked 2 lots of it, but, you know, I'll accept that. There we go. Now their hero unit is going to have to do some stuff. Ah, damn it, they managed to get out of it. I was hoping that you'd fail that test, considering morale is starting to drop. Oh, that was a critical, and now they're stunned. But stun will wear off by the time that unit gets another turn. Oh dear, more reinforcements are coming. We need more units there. Oh, they used the charge. And Cooking Apple has gone out of action. Damn it. And they're looting Cooking Apple. Get off my Skaven, you scoundrel, you. That could have gone better. If that wasn't if that hadn't been a critical, then Cooking Apple probably would have stayed in there. Oh well. But we've got a couple of Skaven that we can take out there to try and help. Let's try and take this one down as fast as we can. Oh, bad miss. Bad miss. Go for the parry. Now, there's one that we can't account for. Oh, there we are. Hello there. Just wandering around, enjoying yourself, ambush stance.
A new round has started.
Okay, we need to get out there. Right. Out of action. Warriors have left. I could charge in and possibly get an attack. I just want to basically block you from being able to get in and gang up on my unit there. Go for the attack. That's a shame. But you will get another chance, so do it. There we go. And go for the dodge. Now my unit's getting fairly low on health at this point. We need these to stop missing, basically. Really, really badly. And again, this needs to kill. There we go. Fantastic. That's going to have hit their morale. They're actually getting close to the route point. Now, I can move through my allies. I simply can't end my turn on them. And that's an important thing to note. I've got no means of attacking. Can I slip past here? Can I just get through there? Can I? Can I? I can! Haha! Skaven, very small. Fit into tight spaces. I want you... Well, they're not going to have an issue now with morale, but I would like to put you in a position like right there. And then dodge stance. Now, who are you going to go for? You're still having a little bit of trouble because you're engaged by 2 people directly on your base. Nice dodge, LMC. Okay, well done. Okay, 85% chance to hit. That is good. Nice hit. Dodge failed as well. And at this point... no, you... Well, no. I'd rather you have a better chance of just not taking the damage, honestly. Given your situation with health. Right, they've gone down. Have they got anything? I could take it. You've got nothing. An oil bomb. Ooh. Consumed when used. Targets everyone within a 3-meter radius. Light the ground on fire in an area 3 meters wide for 2 turns. Anyone entering the area also suffers 5 to 10 damage. Starting a turn inside the burning area deals 10 to 15 extra damage. Anyone leaving the area receives a debuff that deals 5 to 10 damage for 2 turns. Wow. Okay. I think that one's a good one to take. Nullify the effects of stupidity for 1 turn. We don't need that. This character isn't stupid. A flail? Sure, we'll pick that up just to take with us. Now, we are going to flat out try to use that oil bomb. If we get a chance. Can I use it? There we are. Where can I drop this that'll hit all... Oh, that's going to be glorious. If I can just get a little bit further along... I'll also catch anyone walking in here, but I do want to make sure that I can engage. About there will... No, I need a little bit more room to fit my character in there as well. About there will do, I think. Fire! Ha ha ha! I approve. Now let's move into position. For now, can I just tiptoe into combat? Yes, I can. You're now going to have to try and deal with the fact that you're all alone and you're on fire. I don't think the fire is actually going to cause any particular damage in terms of their morale, but the damage is certainly going to be nice. You're going to come around and you're going to engage and took Gabri straight out. Well, balls. See that?
A new round has started.
Well, that's fine. Okay. Let's just start stacking damage if we can. Very nice begin. Weeping Poison, and again... The Weeping Poison plus fire damage is probably going to take that unit out in the next turn. On their turn, actually. Which is now. I approve. And they failed the route test, so left. We didn't get a chance to loot the corpse, so that is a bit of a shame. Okay, let's have a look at this. Completed all objectives. We did not. We failed by 1. Unfortunately, we were so close. But that was the way it went. Battleground victory. We got 3 fragments, 1 shard on 1 cluster. Also 1 loot. Treasury, amount of gold, crowns, and wyrdstones gathered during the mission, 4 gold. Extra rewards. Extra rewards gained for completing all objectives as well as the battleground victory. No extra objectives completed. That was a real shame. We came quite close, I feel. Casualties. Bloody backstabbing, backstabbers, 2 out of 5. Griffin Claws, 3 out of 5. Most valuable warrior. The warrior from each team who contributed the most to the battle. They are rewarded with an extra experience point. LMC. Enemies knocked out, plus 45 EXP, and damage on enemies, 169. And the enemy on the enemy team is literally the leader. The damage on enemies 125, so not too bad. Could have gone better. We could have almost got that last one.
Brave bold warband is sneaky strong.
Sneaky strong.
Fetch find much wordstone. Filch will speak to Murder Lord. Tell him much. Warband climb sneak high far.
Oh, I'm excited to climb sneak high far. I'm sure you are as well. Okay, well, 2 XP for surviving the mission, 1 most valuable warrior, 2 XP for enemies put out of action, plus 1 martial advancement. I have an unspent point. Okay, well, that's pretty cool. Next warrior, near-death experience. Recovery time, 5 days. Almost at death's door, the warrior astonishingly manages to survive and pull through. It gains an experience point from this amazing feat of survival. Well done, Gabri. And you got 2 XP for surviving the mission. This is Gabri. 2 XP for surviving the mission, 1 near-death experience, plus 1 martial advancement. Next, Hellbound. For surviving the mission, 2 XP, 1 for putting enemies out of action, plus 1 physical advancement. Permanent injuries. Full recovery. The warrior suffers only slight bruises and scrapes with hardly even a scar as a memory of its wound. Okay, well, that's pretty good. You got 2 XP for surviving the mission. Well done, you. 2 XP for surviving the mission also. And that's it. So, awaiting treatment, 1 person. Night Runner is out of the count for 5 days. That is a bit of a shame. We got 2 EXP for the Warband. And we got 7 gold crowns, 3 wyrdstone fragments, 1 shard, 1 cluster, 2 daggers, a great flail, and a flail. Could have gone a lot worse. Every time you return from a mission, you must pay the upkeep cost of your warriors as well as the treatment cost for any injuries they have sustained. Warriors will refuse to join missions until they are paid. Visit the Warbound Management tab to maintain your warriors, which we will be doing in the next episode. I hope you have enjoyed this first episode of The First Taste, and I hope you're looking forward to more. But until next time, do take care.